welcome back. It has been too long. Honestly, much longer than I actually thought it would be. But I have ultimately returned, as I promised. More or less promised. Nevertheless, we are us, and this. Finally, this is Eiyuden Chronicle. 100 Heroes. Okay, things seem to have settled down. The controller, for whatever reason, was acting up. It's been... I think the last time I used the control... Nope, it wasn't. Yeah, it's been a very long time. Probably since the last video I recorded. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, though. Anyway, as you can see here, we have some transfer data as a result of us playing Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, the little extra thing that they created just to tide us over until the game released. If you haven't seen that, I mean, once this video is done, what's stopping you from watching it? Well, watching, those videos. I dare say nothing. Anyway, it appears we get something about the new Nevea clock tower, the rune of wind enchantment, and transferring from the save file, we have the new Nevea delicacy name. I hardly remember anything from that game, aside from CJ, Isha, and Guru. And apparently the names of their weapons carries over to this as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mean, if I select no, does that automatically send me over to easy? For some reason, I enjoy recording these games. Not just recording them. For whatever reason, I enjoy playing and recording these games, well, pretty much any game that we play on this channel, on harder difficulties. Not the hardest one offered by the game, but close enough. I don't know if we should go with this or not. Would it allow us to select the difficulty? Ah, good. Sure, why not? If you start off on hard mode, it may as well be normal mode. It's all the same to you. I think that's all we'll do. Starting the game with customized settings, you can change the difficulty and disable restrictions from the option menu. Okay. Disabled options cannot be re-enabled. I don't see how that'll affect me.
You must be the new guy Emir mentioned. Welcome to the Watch.
Okay, I'm going to have to stop you right there. I personally, had readied myself to do more or less what you could call voice acting for, frankly, the entirety of the game. Who knows, maybe there are just going to be voiced bits here and there, and then the rest I'll have to do myself, meaning I'll have to remember their voices more or less. Which, it's fine. At the very least, it means that I won't be doing it myself that much. Anyway.
So, what's your name?
Oh, I do also have a very, very tiny, slim, very slight, massive problem with the fact that it started with the English voiceover. I maybe there was an option. There had to have been options in the main menu, and I just glossed over them. As a matter of fact, once we're done with this and I actually get control back, I have to adjust the audio a bit. It's fine, it's a habit.
And why are you even here?
Well... The name's Noah. As for being here, the world's a big place. I want to see as much as I can.
Yup, I'm the same. We're two peas in a pod. I left my village because I heard something big was happening out here in the world. I mean, I didn't know where it was happening, so I just started running. And right as my legs were ready to snap, I ended up here. Name's Leon, by the way. I'm sort of an old hand around this place, so if you've got questions, fire away.
You've been here 2 days.
Old hand indeed.
Come on, Mimi, have a girl's back.
I'm Gar. No one's been warming this post longer than me, which ain't really saying much. The Watch are basically mercs with public backing, and we get slapped with every kind of job. Some folks stay, some folks leave. Don't know if you're a stayer or a leaver, but we'll see what you can do in the meantime.
Alright, I like that. The character introduction here, I really like this.
I am Mio of the East Reach. Welcome.
And I'm Leon. Or boss, if that's easier. So, did I hear right that we're teaming up with the Empire, Gar? I can't believe we're gonna be working with a bunch of imps.
I know the League and Empire ain't got much in the way of rosy history, but I guess this is some kind of goodwill gesture. All above my pay grade, but I know this much. When a politician shows you something with one hand, it's the other one you gotta keep an eye on. Still, a job's a job. They set up a command post on the hill there at the Elder's residence. You ready for your first assignment?
You got this, kiddo. Just keep it loose.
It's also your first assignment.
Moving, talking, searching. To interact, for instance, talk to someone, enter a building, or search an area, approach and press X at the prompt. Okay, basic information on the main menu, no need to go over that. Map, same deal. I may need to switch controllers. I really hope I don't have to buy a new one. That's going to be something that's just not going to happen anytime soon. Alright, really quickly let me check the settings, make sure everything looks good, and we'll be right back. Okay. So I could change the audio, dialogue audio to Japanese, but we've already started and I know people tend to prefer English for some weird reason. So I'm just going to leave it this time.
That's the last of the arrangements. Jester of Amity, my hide. Those prune-faced mules on the council just wanted to saddle me with the grunt work. I'm going to make them pay for it when we get home, mark my words.
Will we be returning to Norrister straight away, milady? I thought perhaps we might rest a spell. A few more days of this balmy weather would not go amiss. Additionally, I've heard tell of a local herb chicken dish that simply melts on the tongue.
We don't have time for that! Why do they keep pushing me down? Ugh. Well, so be it. If I have to put in double or triple the effort to make them respect me, then that's what I'll do. Now let's go. You're with the watch, yes? Good. As you may be aware, we need leverage to negotiate with the Empire, which means we must pull our weight on this little co-expedition. I don't expect you to find a primal lens, but if you locate the rune barrows, I'll see you're paid extra. Jingle jingle and all that, yes? Now get out there and show me some results. Dazzle me, handsome.
Sorry?
Janequist, we are leaving.
Very good, milady.
Oh, and see if we can get that herbed chicken to go.
Well, that was a thing.
That was our new boss, Lady Periel, head of House Groom. Her land, her rules.
She sure took a shine to old Noah here.
Lucky you, making a good first impression.
I did what now?
Let's see what else is going on here before we go any further. Well, I'm assuming I have no money, so there's no... In that case, you should stop by our shop later. Okay, check. Okay. So obviously I won't be able to buy anything. I don't want to talk to you. So apparently we need to head over to the Elder's house.
All right, we're here. Remember, this is a co-expedition with the Empire, which means we'll be paired with Imperial officers. Best behavior, all of you. Especially you, Leanne.
Sure thing. Wait, why did he call me out?
The League's operatives will be here soon, sir. I believe everything is in order.
Thank you, Hildy. So what do you make of this co-expedition?
I welcome the exchange of olive branches, sir. A soldier's greatest wish is to not be working, after all.
Just so. Let us hope the olive branches are genuine.
Well, again, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't really remember anything from Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, so.
Looks like we found our officers.
I take it you are the delegation from the League of Nations? Welcome. You come well recommended.
I'm Lieutenant Sane Kessling of Galdia's 1st Imperial Army. I'll be leading one team on the co-expedition.
Awful young to be a lieutenant, ain't ya? You some noble kid?
Is it your job to pry into my lineage, good Lycan?
Guess not. Noted.
I am Hildy, Lieutenant Kessling's aide. The objective of this operation is to locate the rune barrows that were recently discovered in the forest.
Sorry, question. Why do we have to find something that's already been discovered?
That would be. I'd like to know this as well, considering that we explored the rune barrows a great deal in the Rising side game. It's probably not called a side game. There's probably a better term for that, but I can't think of one, and I really don't care.
A local stumbled upon the ruins while lost in the forest, and while he provided physical evidence of the find...
He got lost again on the way back?
Correct. Our search team has been assigned the area north of here, through the forest.
Unfortunately, we don't know the lay of the land, hence the joint effort.
Don't worry, lady. We'll handle the navigating. I've been preparing 2 whole days for this. Yup.
She's only been here 2 whole days. So, yep.
We're prepared to leave at once. Is this agreeable to you?
Makes sense. We'd head in first, so the rest of your team knows where to go. Come on, then. Let's get this show on the road.
Are you not with them?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I am. Sorry. Name's Noah, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Well, if you're coming, keep up.
To review, our objective is to traverse the northern forest and pinpoint the location of the rune barrows. Is that clear?
Crystal, ma'am.
Wait, wasn't the rune barrows... Wasn't there like an explosion or a volcanic eruption or something that destroyed it? I remember something. Just barely. So Gar said we can use the shops now, but I highly doubt we have any money to actually spend. Won't stop me from checking, though. That's for the inn. Don't need that at all. There's a good bit of delay between interacting with the shopkeepers and the menus actually coming up. It's a minor annoyance, but it's like 2 seconds that I otherwise wouldn't have to spend just sitting here doing nothing. Let's see what they've got. So basically equipment and items, let's call them consumables, are basically sold in the same menu. They don't have tabs or anything like that. Okay, that's fine. Wait, it said we... Okay, so we have 1,500. And the name of the currency is Bakwa. We have 6 healing herb. I don't imagine we'll need any revival medicine. So apparently the combat system is going to be different from the way it was in Rising, at least I assume so. Regardless, I don't know. Like, the values we get out of this equipment is literally 2 digits worth of a difference. I don't see it being a good idea to spend on this stuff. So, for this game, apparently the loading screens are like really short. Really quick, I should say. I usually cut them out. Well, I used to cut them out. No, usually fits here better than used to. Used to implies that I stopped doing it. And I'm just trying to say that, you know, when I used to record, I did the thing with the cutting out of the loading screens. But see, we're in one right now. And soon we'll be out. There we go. Camera controls. When traveling on the field, you can change the camera angle with the right analog stick. That's what they call it. You can configure this in options, but I won't. Oh God, that hit me with just a little bit of nostalgia right into my veins. I played the original Final Fantasy VII, not that new garbage that they're peddling. And this just reminds me of the world map so much. Well, I will say the world map for Final Fantasy VII was nowhere near as detailed as this. But come on, it was PlayStation 1. Ooh, it's a fight.
Let's do this.
Okay, so apparently there will be some loading screens that are long-ish. The loading screen into this wasn't that long. It was 3 seconds, but that's still the sort of just dead air that I'd like to remove. So I'm going to keep doing that for those specific instances where the loading screens last longer than a second and a half, let's say. Battle Basics 1. When you meet an enemy on the overworld or in a dungeon, you enter a turn-based battle. Select Fight to give your team commands and begin a turn. Your ally's status is shown on the right side of the screen, and your enemies in the upper left. If an ally's HP drops to 0, they will be KO'd and helpless. Reducing all enemies' HP to 0 wins the battle. Losing all your allies' HP is a loss. At the top of the screen, you see the turn order of both allies and enemies. When the turn begins, characters act, starting from left to right. No, I think it's better without starting. When the turn begins, characters act from left to right. You can make battles easier by eliminating an enemy's HP before they go. If an ally is low on HP, healing them before the enemy's attack can make battles much safer. Okay, and apparently I just saw it, just glanced at it really quickly, but I did notice it. There is an auto feature for battles. Hey, aren't the weapons that Noah, aren't the weapons that Noah has really, really similar to those of Cabal from Mortal Kombat? And frankly, I'm surprised I actually remember the guy's name. I'm not certain that's his name, but I'm pretty sure, like I'm 80% sure that's his name. God, I missed when Mortal Kombat was good. Anyway, let's see. So we have attack, rune lens, and defense and item. We also have hero combo, which is not currently an option. Understandable, we're just getting started, but I wish I didn't see it because now I want it. Rune lenses. The rune lens command lets allies use magic and skills. Magic uses up MP and skills spend SP. These techniques include powerful attacks, area attacks, healing, and more. You get back a little SP each turn. MP is only restored with an item or at a location like an inn. Watch your remaining MP on long dungeon delves. We currently don't have enough. Oh, this is for Gar. It should be usable. It says... No, that's MP. We only have 2 SP. So I guess we'll just do a little basic slash. Probably the same. Nope. This guy starts with 3 SP. So does Noah, by the way. Release the Regul's power. I don't know what a Regul is supposed to be. I guess his sword? To deal damage. I guess that's slashing damage or physical damage, maybe. To a column of enemies. It might be slashing damage, but I'm just going to assume it's physical. To a column of enemies. Interesting. So apparently the battleground is actually 3-dimensional. In a slightly weird way, but I've got a grasp on it, so it's not too bad. We'll go with that for him, just a basic attack for probably everyone else. Jeez, that's 6. Okay, that's 6 actions on our end. I'm going to say, I'm really... Oh, of course he goes last when it doesn't actually hit two of the enemies, whatever. Right. I am really not a fan of Leanne's voice when she attacks. Like that. That's
Nothing to worry about.
That's going to get obnoxious fast. 600 XP from that. Okay, there we go. Man. I like this.
Pretty sure this is the forest we're looking for, Lieutenant.
Keep moving. We've no time to waste.
Is it just me, or is he kind of a jerk? Why can't he be a sweet little angel like our Noah here?
Less talk, more walk.
Why in the world does this little loop here exist?
Let's do this.
Oh, also, a thing I tend to do sometimes with games like this where there are, let's say, random battles. I sometimes just cut out the fight entirely, especially if there's nothing in particular of interest going on. Helps make things quicker and saves you guys a minute or two of something
Doing good here.
relatively. She just caught rocks to the head and got stunned. You know what? I'll allow it. It makes sense after all.
You'll regret that.
I did not account for having to heal them. That is an oopsie on my part. I might want to take a look at the...
Not good. Yeah, got him. That's what you get.
And since Mio was knocked out, she didn't get any XP. Understandable.
Valuable experience.
So we didn't get any of the... We didn't get the revival potion, I guess it's called. So we're kind of SOL as far as Mio is concerned. Not great. I was hoping that save point was going to... Why would we need lumber? I'm intrigued. Just so we're clear, I can't change the camera angle in any capacity here. It's just you, me, and... Okay, so I have learned that Hildy is apparently a healer. So, oh, also anyone that's knocked out in a battle recovers 1 HP. I think it costs 10 HP? Not 10 HP, 10 MP. In order for... Wrong one. In order for Hildy Yeah. And this can only... MP can only be restored. That's rough. Let's leave the magic for now. I just didn't want Mio to get knocked out again and lose out on that XP. Grants the ability to wield magic swords of the wind element and use resistance magic. I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that since there's literally nothing else for me to do. Oh, also interestingly enough, Leanne has the ability, rather than defend like pretty much everyone else has, she has evade. So, that's cool. Restores 40 HP. That's a little bit... Hey, the heal... Hildy's heal... That's awkward to say. Fully healed Mio, which is good. It makes it that much more valuable. Ooh. So, how much... I'm assuming... Wrong one. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, so the character menu for item, nope, whatever you want to call this particular menu, the button that brings it up, the menu is so delayed. You can press, 3 other buttons in the time it takes to come up. So I thought it was on a completely different button. That's why I brought the map up twice. Also, the healing herb is the one that we were using. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I hope the dungeons are really expansive so we can do a whole lot of exploring. I love getting sidetracked.
This complicates things. I don't know a quick way around, and there's no way we'll move this ourselves. Guess we'll need to back off until we get reinforcements.
Step aside, please.
Huh? What are you...
Whoa!
Was that magic? No. It felt different.
The Empire has been studying ways to amplify the power of a rune lens by channeling it through a device called a regule.
Ah, so the regule is not his sword. Got it.
Huh, that's incredible! I wish mine could do that.
You've got a lens, Noah? Well, ladies and gentle wolves, so do I. Rub-a-dub-dub, don't be a flub!
I hate that line. I hate it.
There! Did you see the glint? My power is usually focused in my hand, but I can't seem to redirect it as magic.
A lens's power conforms to a wielder's talent. Yours is merely doing what you need it to.
So everyone here's got a lens? What about you, Hildy?
In a manner of speaking.
Nice.
That regule contraption is pretty impressive. Are they common in the Empire?
Dunno. More importantly, where are you from, Noah?
A small village up in the mountains.
Were your folks okay with you joining the Watch? 'Cause mine sure weren't having it.
My parents are dead, actually.
Oh. Sorry.
It's alright. The other villagers are like family to me, especially Aunt Martha. And she really didn't want me to go.
If you all don't mind, we need to carry on.
I really do wonder why they went with the English accent for the Empire. Oh. Is there anything over here? Well, it was worth a try. So I have learned something about combat. Apparently you can't attack enemies that are in the back line unless you have someone with ranged attacks. This is going to complicate things slightly. But only slightly. Only slightly. I hope. Once. Now, I personally don't mind random battles. Not in the slightest. Hold on. This other one goes down. I'm assuming the one that goes up is the one that leads us on with the story. If you watched my videos before, you know I tend to do the exact opposite of that. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. So, if there's a path that leads on with the story, I tend to go with all of the ones that don't, until there's nothing left to explore. See? Payoff. Ruby Ring increases strength by 5. Since we're probably going to end up playing as Noah, at least until we recruit a better character, we'll go ahead and put that on him. I'm going to say it now. Not having multiple ranged characters is going to cause fights to be an absolute pain in the butt. Because remember the rabbit mages from the first fight? No, not the first fight. The first fight in this area. They have like less than 19 HP. And oh, hold on.
Huh. What is this?
Some sort of shrine, though the design is unfamiliar.
The rabbit mages themselves sit in the back line, as you may remember. Okay, that fight was actually kind of awkward. So, in the fight that just concluded, there were rabbit mages and 2 rabbit mages in the back line and 2 rabbit knights in front. Wait, did I say 2 or 3? There were 3 rabbit knights in front. The rabbit mages easy enough to deal with. I have two characters, Leanne and Noah, who can one-shot the front line in order to bring the back line up. And apparently, Gar can also attack the back line and the front line, which is really cool, except for the fact that he is slow. So he doesn't go until after the rabbit mages, who I want him to kill first. Same deal with how do you pronounce the Empire guy's name? The lieutenant's name? Screw it. We'll just call him the lieutenant. The same deal is the lieutenant has the same deal. He doesn't go until it's frankly too late. Not great. So I redirect you to my earlier statement that having multiple ranged units, and let me add on to that they need to be fast, is a must. So at least we've already figured that out.
We're not alone. Stay alert and keep moving.
There goes my plan to stop for a picnic.
This place is terrible for picnics. You just walk around and you get into a fight. What would happen if you're just sitting still? Ooh. So, oh, right. While we've got a bit of downtime, I do want to go over what I plan to do. We need to heal. We need to heal Segan, because that's his new name. So, what I want to do is, as I used to, I'm going to be uploading 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Frankly, I've been let me save really quickly. I've been procrastinating. You guys should have had a video from me on Tuesday, but since I watch anime from Saturday to Sunday, I had no time. I was up until 7-ish on Monday, and I was just wiped by the time I got back from work, so yeah.
Any last words?
You know what? I'm actually going to keep this fight in, so I can show you guys. You see the turn order. 4 people go before the rabbit mages, who, while they don't deal a whole lot of damage, they're mages who can stun whoever they hit, and there are 2 of them, so I want them dead early. So, as you can see, Gar has no problem targeting the back line. No real point to that, though. Segan, because that's his name now, can't attack the back line, as you can see. So he's basically worthless as well, because he also goes after the ones I want dead first. Mio does not really do much. I wonder, okay, so the way it worked in the other fight was I had her target this guy, but when this guy died, she targeted him instead, which is really annoying. So what I want to see is if I have her attack him, have her attack this guy, when he dies, she won't attack the rabbit mage who comes to the front line, but will she attack the next row is what I want to see. So we'll have her attack him. She doesn't have the juice for an armor-piercing strike? Really? She usually does. I also just noticed that the little red and blue icons next to the characters' portraits indicate their position in each row. And the colors themselves represent whether they're in the front line or the back line. Neat. I don't know why that needs to be indicated when I guess it might be necessary given the camera angle. I could see that being an issue for some people. So, Leanne currently can't use her armor-piercing strike, which one-shots these rabbit knights. That's unfortunate. So, somebody's getting hit by a mage. That's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, Noah doesn't go until after Leanne and Mio, so... Dang it. So I can't even test my theory then. I was going to have Leanne one-shot the Rabbit Knight to test if Mio... Well, she goes after Mio, so it doesn't really work, does it? Ah, well. And as you can see, this woman, Hildy, can target the rabbit wizards. It doesn't really matter which of them she hits first. Also, for whatever reason, last time I tried to have her hit one of these guys, he had moved into the front line, so maybe that has something to do with it, but she missed, and it's just, it feels bad. It feels real bad. So now there's nobody to... Yeah, one of them gets an attack off. And there's just nothing I can do about that. And that sucks.
So long! Nothing to worry about.
So I have to be really, really particular with who I put where and how fast they are as far as the turn order is concerned. Because I always want to go before the enemy, especially when there are obnoxious ones like the mage who can inflict status effects. Ooh. I'm actually glad that the revival medicine isn't necessary outside of battle.
Something's here.
Weapons up, everyone. We got company.
Where? I can't see it.
Up there, above us.
To arms!
A forest eater, huh? Yeah, I like it. That is actually a really cool design. The things that have the webs coming out of them, though, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. So he's got enough for a double slash for whatever reason. I don't see any reason to use that guy's rune lens. Should we have her dodge, or also the dodge? I guess it's just. Yeah, I guess it's just a chance for you to dodge the attack. Otherwise, you just eat the full damage. Haha, great. So I may as well just have her attack instead. At least until we can start putting evasion equipment on her. Although, given the way some of her attacks sound or are voiced, probably won't be keeping her around that long. Him, though, I do want him to use that. Hildy can provide 8 party-wide heals, which is really good. But that's all of her MPs, so I'm going to hold off on that. She can also increase magical defense, but I suspect this monster does not have any magic. At least I hope not.
Yes.
Okay. Put down some damage. I like that. Probably should. Actually, Hildy won't do a whole lot of damage. So we'll have her heal. But we won't use MP for it. While we have Leanne dodge. Who was that? No, Noah's going to be attacking. I will say, an obnoxious thing is that I try to move the selection based on their position on the field, using the left and right directional buttons. Took me a moment. That's not how that works, which is kind of annoying. It makes it take that much longer to do anything. So apparently Gar caught something to the face and now he's half health. Or he was... No, I'm pretty sure he had taken some damage from previous fights, so... Yeah, he actually did, now that I think about it. I remember one time he got stunned, and in another fight he caught some rocks to the face, so yeah. That's not too bad. We'll have Hildy heal him just to be safe. See? It was the smart move to heal him. But I mean, it's not like it was a hard decision anyway. Hildy does no damage. Well, she dealt 19 to the rabbit mages, so maybe she will, but yeah, she can attack this turn, so we'll see. Should we have him use his rune lens? I mean, he's full on SP, so... Yeah, so like I thought, most of this creature's attacks are physical. So I don't know what the stomach acid shot counts as. Good God, this thing is just eating so many attacks. Probably because it's hard mode, huh? Actually, we can use his rune lens again. Should be able to use his as well, and no one is in dire need of healing.
Yes.
I know Leanne is... I really don't like pronouncing her name Leanne. I know she's half health, but it's fine. It's not going to spit on her again. See, it died. It's fine.
Done. Not a hair out of place.
Also, we had revival medicine, so, you know.
What was that?
I don't know what it was, but I know what it is, and that is dead.
A forest eater? They cause plenty of trouble around my village, too.
Good thing you brought us. We're skilled, and we know what we're talking about.
Yes. Thank you, good Lycan.
I have a name. It's Gar.
To be fair, you never introduced yourself. Though, to be fair again, he never asked.
As you wish, Master Gar.
When you say it, it sounds so sarcastic. Fine.
Call me Mio.
Okay, hang on. Did we really never do introductions? In that case, I'm Leon. I saw you checking out my moves during the fight. Pretty snazzy, eh?
I will say it's weird that no one else aside from Noah introduced themselves. Even though Segan and Hildy both, well, yeah, they both introduced themselves. So, super rude, guys.
Yes, they were hard to miss.
Yup, sure were. Well, spread the word when you get back to Galdia. I want everyone to know about the butt-kicking Supergirl you met.
Nope, hate that.
I owe you thanks as well, Noah.
Huh. Just count yourself lucky we spotted it first. Anyway, are we ready to move on? The barrels are close. I can feel it.
No, you can't. Stop trying to hog the spotlight, new guy.
So there's another one of these shrines here.
What is...
Oh, but this one is active.
What'd you do, Noah?
Oh, this is probably going to send us to the barrows, and I didn't fully check the area. But it's not really much of an area, is it? That... Oh,
The mist is
fog.
clearing. It and the shrines must be linked.
A trap designed to protect the barrows. I've read reports of such mechanisms.
You didn't think to mention that before? Oh, good. We get to save. So, usually, when I'm recording, I try to stop at an hour. I got off work early today just to be able to get started because all week long I've been making excuses. So, this time, we're going to go for an hour and a half. It would normally be 2 hours, but daylight's coming. I work into the morning, so I don't want to still be recording when the light comes. I want to be, winding down from the day. tomorrow's my off. Well, today's my off day. So, really, it doesn't matter that.
Let's get it done!
Oh, something new. And it's a cluster of it. Huge might. Nope, don't like that. So... how is it that... no, I don't... I'm pretty sure they've been getting levels since we've arrived here. Through the fights that I've cut out, obviously. But... how is he still slower than the Rabbit Mage? Or are they just that much faster? But if they were really that fast, they'd be going before everyone. Well, what this guy does doesn't really matter. So we should be able to see it in action here, where Mio swaps. Well, she won't, because she'll be the one to attack the mites in the first place. It's kind of annoying. Still can't test what I saw or what happened last time. See if I can manage it. At the very least, we can get rid of the wizard so it can't do any damage.
It's over. Conflict resolved without incident.
I wonder if being in the back row affects their speed. Or action speed, I should specify. If so, I would like to move Noah and... well, it wouldn't really make sense, would it? Because Segan and Gar both go last. Well, not last, but out of the group, they go last. Also, it appears that the SP carries over from one battle to the next, so... I've got to keep that in mind. Maybe. Probably shouldn't be too big of a deal. But I'll remember it just in case.
It must be part of the WeArEuS.
Oh, did we hit pay dirt? Maybe our rune lenses guided us.
Let's press on.
Okay, so it's a little awkward trying to... I was just reading the conversation the characters were having in the lower right-hand corner. I do like that. I don't know how to, like, you guys want me to zoom in on that when we're just moving, or I don't know. Sure would have liked to get to my hands on that chest first. I like chests.
Somebody's smiling on you today, Lieutenant.
See? I told you guys! Pay dirt with a capital P!
Yes, but the entrance is closed.
Not a problem. So long as the ruins still hold life.
Rune barrows and lenses are closely intertwined, although some of the more neglected ruins no longer respond.
So, this is the end, right? Mission accomplished and all that?
Not until we know if these are the correct barrows.
What do you mean?
Our true objective is a special caliber of rune lens known as a primal lens. The mere possibility of finding one is why so many resources have been mustered for this operation.
Hey, yeah! I think the Yelly lady in Aaronside mentioned something about that.
Is this primal lens so different from the ones we have?
Who is this we? Because, as far as I'm aware, Mio does not have one. In the boss fight, frankly, her SP was already full, if it in fact does carry over from other fights. Her SP was full and she had nothing to offer. Unfortunately, because she's one of the characters, she's the one that goes first in battle. Which is really pathetic because she does no damage.
Indeed, they are priceless. Only a handful have ever been discovered.
Well, there's only one way to find out if it's here.
Where is your sense of caution?
Look, I want to know what's inside. I mean, I bet there's all kinds of wonders I've never beholded. Behelded?
Fair enough.
Then it's agreed we'll explore inside. Good.
Gonna go over here and grab this tricorn ad. Let's see. That's the button for... I still don't know what to call this menu. I'll just call it menu. How about that? So we have this. What does this do? It increases defense and magic. Doesn't really do anything for us, does it? Thanks for that. So, while I've got you guys here, I'm going to go ahead and just go over the plans for the channel going forward. All throughout, well, I don't need to I don't need to manually do this fight. Though I would prefer they don't waste MP. There's only one person that uses it, so it might be fine. We'll auto for this fight since there aren't any mages. The plans for the channel going forward, pretty simple. The old would have preferred if he didn't use that. That's why I didn't want to auto.
Done. Not a hair out of place.
Then again, does it really matter that he used it? I mean, he goes last. It doesn't really do... It doesn't do that much. I'd never use him. Well, at least in these little random fights anyway. But who knows what's coming up. I may want to have started off a fight with that skill. That's the word. Also, on a side note, I really hope that this recording is going to work out because my computer's been acting up lately, and if the encoder gets overloaded and this video ends up getting ruined, I'm going to be more than a little pissed. I can't do this whole intro thing, this first episode thing again. It won't be natural, you know? Nevertheless, we'll continue on and just hope things work out.
Get a look at this place.
It seems promising.
Over there.
What's that? I can't make it out.
Is it the primal lens?
Wouldn't that be a little too easy? You just walk in, boom, lens. That's suspicious.
Pretend it is. What do you get out of this? Fame and fortune?
Let's just say it would be a stunning accomplishment.
Does anyone see a way to reach it?
Well, we came this far. Let's sniff around.
So, before we get interrupted again, going forward, we're going to be sticking to the usual, well, what was the usual upload schedule, Monday through Friday. It might have been like Monday, well, Tuesday through Saturday, but I think Monday through Friday could work. We'll play it by ear if it needs to be switched up in order for me to maintain consistency. We'll do that. It says we need to go left, so you know what that means if you've been watching anything on this channel, frankly. I don't know why you would. I haven't uploaded anything in almost 2 years now? A year and a half-ish? Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, why am I saving again? While I'm thinking about it, while I wasn't uploading or recording anything, there were... Let's see what enemies we have here together, shall we?
Let's do this!
During the time I was not uploading, were people who still, for whatever reason, were subscribing. I appreciate that, and thank you. It trickled a little bit of warmth into my, heart, wherever it might be. And I appreciate that. Thank you guys. But I do wonder what in the world made you subscribe. Like, why would you do that? If you're watching this, go ahead and feel free to do that yourself if you haven't already. Why not? Let's keep things in order. Again, thank you guys, though I still have no idea what would make you do that. There's no real reason. We don't need to spend any skills, SP on skills for these guys. There's just 2 of them. So thank you guys. Though I suspect it's people that watched. What's the name of it? I don't even remember the name of that freaking game. It's
Experience is strength.
the Souls-like game that it's really old by now, but for whatever reason people still keep watching it and commenting on it, and kind of makes me sad. There are other videos on the channel, but what can you do? Oh, door doesn't open. That's great. Wish I'd known that before. Anyway, the upload schedule, I've already gone over that, twice now? So that's covered. Uploads, that's what we need to discuss next.
Ooh, it's another one of those gate things. Back up, folks. I'll handle this one. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Nope, I'm not even going to sit here and listen to her finish that. I will not have it.
Hey, this one's broken. Open, you dumb door.
I think it's more like...
Okay, now the new guy is seriously overstepping.
Sorry, boss. Can't help it if I'm a natural.
I love it. Now, come on.
Now, getting back to things, or maybe not.
Huh?
Do you believe in locked doors? You had better start believing because you're behind one.
Are we locked in?
Either someone truly wants us here, or they truly do not.
No, Nope, I don't like that line. Right. Okay. Getting on with it.
Let's get
I
it
want, as far as uploads, I wanted to upload this and I'm not certain on how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's thaumaturgy. Nope, that doesn't feel right. Anyway, there's a new game out, new-ish at least, game called Thaumaturgy, and it looks interesting. I have no idea how it plays, what it's about, but I want to play it. But right now, I want to make sure that I have money to pay my bills, so I don't want to get ahead of myself and just buy it
Not a hair
and then
out of
find out
place.
that it's like not really for me,
Training
you know?
is the friend that never betrays you.
Especially considering that I play an hour at a time. So there's that. We also have the Lies of P, which I really, really wanted to play. But we have two issues with that. One, it is $60. I don't know who was smoking what, but they overdosed when they thought of that price. I can get it on sale, no problem, but wait, let me check this door. I can get the game on sale almost certainly from somewhere, no problem, but
Let's get it done.
great, 3 of these things. Actually, we will go ahead and use some SP. These things go last. So, do that. And she's got 2. And the rest are fine. So, where was I? Right, Lies of P. I really wanted to play that game, but the price is kind of upsetting.
Nothing to worry about.
There are workarounds for that, and I'm not talking about sailing the 7 seas or anything like that. But again, let's play that by ear. For this to be the first video I've uploaded in almost 2 years, probably no one's going to watch this, so offering you guys the ability to chime in on whether or not you want me to play this game or one of the other ones I'm about to mention kind of feels pointless. Well, okay, this is 3 of those, so probably gotta go this way then. But I'm going to go ahead and extend that invitation nonetheless. I'm going to keep going. So, first up, before I would alternate between one game on one day and then another game on the next day, and then go back and forth between those two until one or the other was finished, and then it would be replaced by something else. Let's just go ahead and auto this one. So, I want to get back into that as well, because it'll help curtail any potential monotony and just seeing the same thing in your subscription box, though apparently no one really uses that but me. Screw me, I guess. Anyway, with that being the case, I just prefer to be playing at least 2 games, especially if one is like this and then the other is something Souls-like or action-heavy, just in general. But that brings us back to Lies of P, and additionally back to its second problem, which is the fact that it is apparently more or less, pays off again to wander around. The game is graphically intensive, and my computer, it has certain feelings about graphically intensive anything. And those feelings are hatred. Maybe fear instead of hatred, but whatever it is, it's intense.
This place is amazing.
So, what's with the pictures?
They must mean something.
I think the wind changed direction too. Perhaps there are new places to explore.
You mean like this? Okay. Fight. That brings us back to
Let's do
Lies
this.
of P. Covered the graphics issue. So I still want to play it, and I could play it if and only if it's actually on GeForce Now, which it's a 50-50. I haven't actually thought to look for it on there. But another issue with GeForce Now is I currently am trying to save money, and that it's not expensive, but any money out is money being, money going out. So I'm trying to limit how much I'm spending needlessly.
Whoa! Something popped out!
I don't know why my first thought was poop. I don't know. You know what? I think this is actually going to be our thumbnail. This particular scene right here is going to be our thumbnail. And I already know what the title is going to be. Why was the first thing I thought poop? Perfect. Perfect. Oh, it feels so good to be back in the game. Anyway. Hello? No? Nothing? Oh, I have to actually interact with these rather than just step on them.
Need help?
No. Choke yourself. It was this one, circle, and then...
Perhaps we should search for clues.
I'm going to... Okay. It's circle, triangle, square. Just like I was trying to do. Oh no, I had it backwards. Oh, come on, it's... Just let me do the thing with the puzzle.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's see. Covered Lies of P's issues. Right. So we're on GeForce Now. It's not a big issue. GeForce Now, I can play it like an hour without any issues, but then we're looking
Nothing
at
to worry about.
some time spent waiting in line, which is going to add on to how long it takes the video to get done. Which, what can you do? But if it comes down to that, I can do that. I just would prefer that they won't let me interact with this anymore. That actually irritates me. Wait, is it because... Yeah, there we go.
I think we...
Shut up. They want me to go here, but there's another door with those things in front of it. So let's actually go over there. Okay, so as far as the uploads, well, potential games we can upload, we have Lies of P. That's over on the left-hand side. If you guys want to see that, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, it'll just come about on its own eventually. What else? Oh, right. Thaumaturgy. That one also looks good, but again, it suffers the same issues. Well, only one issue that Lies of P has, and that is it's probably going to be pretty graphically intensive. And I like my computer not spewing smoke at me, so it would probably, I don't even know if it would be on GeForce now. That's one of the issues with it, but that business aside, it's also an option. If you guys don't know what it is, go check on Steam. It looks interesting. I like it. Well, I say I like it, but I don't know that much about it other than some very, very cursory information. Okay, here we go. I promise you. Shut up. Everybody's getting in my way.
Any last words?
But as I was saying, if you're curious as to what thaumaturgy is, go check Steam. I think it's 30 something on Steam, but I could get it from Humble Bundle for, well, last I saw it was 23 for the basic version and 26 for the deluxe version, which comes with some stuff that would make for some useful thumbnail material. If you guys have watched my previous videos or saw them in whatever capacity, you know the thumbnails are... Wait, really? There we go. That's so weird. You know, I really like my thumbnails. So what's in here then? I had to come and open this thing. I had to come and open this door first. It's where they don't want me. I wonder if the look of the chest indicates what's inside. Well, the relative value of what's inside. Tanzanite ring. I wonder if the slight delay on the menu opening is a result of my computer. Well, I'll find out sooner or later. I don't have anyone to give this to. Right, so we have Thaumaturgy, Lies of P, and what is the other one? Oh, right. I also just recently got Neo 2, the complete edition, I think it is, from Humble Bundle. So we also have that we can play for on the channel as well. So, you know, we've got a pretty decent lineup of things. Though I prefer to play similar games in the same slot. So, for example, if Lies of P were to be played tomorrow, and then we just keep playing that
did it! You're such a good widow, Noah. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Thanks, Leanne.
Holy crap! The lieutenant laughed. You okay? Did it hurt?
You must have imagined it. Come on.
Nice. So as I was saying, well, this should be going up on Thursday, which is today for me. Well, yeah, I was going to say for you guys too, but not necessarily. Not with the way things are. So if this game goes up on Thursday, let's say I chose to play Lies of P as the alternate game. That would go up on Friday. And then we play Lies of P and this game alternating until Lies of P was finished or this was finished, and then Lies of P would be replaced by something similar, let's say Neo 2. I prefer to keep it like that so it's like you guys have different flavors of videos to watch, you know? Where am I? Maybe there's something down here. Ooh. So that's how I want the upload schedule to go.
Let's get it done.
As far as what we're actually going to upload as the alternate game, I really don't know. Because according to memory, Neo 2 is pretty up there in terms of graphics from what I remember. That second attack of hers always seems to miss.
Resolved without incident.
At least when I'm paying attention. Hits that she lands that I don't see, they didn't really happen. Where was I? Right. Neo 2 graphically intensive. Yeah, so right now Neo 2 is free for me. It's what I would like to upload. Whether or not I will, I don't know. Honestly, I want something newish so people come to the channel and realize it's now
What do you
alive
think?
again.
End of the line?
That I've become a necromancer and have brought something back from the dead, as you do with necromancy. I don't think the devs would enjoy me calling this game necromancy. Moving on.
Let's do a sweep.
Also, as a side note, apparently there's going to be a sequel for this game. The guy who I think directed it he passed and left quite a bit of information that they might be able to use that apparently they're going to be able to use to create a sequel. Cool. I'm up for that.
Dead end to me.
Same.
Well, we'll just have to... Huh?
Look out!
Noah!
Zane!
No, his name is still Segan.
Where are we?
The floor caved in. Can you see what's going on up there? We must have fallen a ways, because no one is answering.
Yeah, I can barely make out the ceiling. Crazy that I'm not hurt. You okay?
I am, surprisingly. But don't ask me how or why, because I remember none of it.
Guess we just got lucky. Well, we'd better go find the others.
I looked around while you were unconscious. The exit is blocked by rubble. We'll have to wait for the others to come to us.
So,
Sane. Sane Kessling.
right. Sane. Gotta say, kinda stings that the pride of the Empire doesn't look a whole lot older than me.
The Empire may indeed consider the House of Kessling a source of pride, but I've yet to earn that pride myself. And what of you? How did you end up enlisting?
Enlisting? Oh, joining the Watch? Well, once I left home, I felt like I had to, I don't know, do something. Joining the Watch felt like a good start.
And what is it you wish to do, then?
Good question. I guess I just want to help people, if I can. My sister Lean calls me a meddler. And as much as I hate to say it, she's not wrong. So I suppose I want to find out what's so wrong with meddling.
A meddler who doubts the merits of meddling.
No, well, no, that doesn't seem quite accurate, actually. He's called a meddler, but he doesn't consider himself a meddler. Much less the way his sister makes it seem like a negative thing. So he's trying to figure out what's so wrong with being a meddler. He doesn't doubt the merits of meddling. This line seems wrong.
I shouldn't have told you that.
But I'm glad you did. And worry not. I am certain that faith in your meddlesome nature will see it become your strength, if it hasn't already. A suggestion, though, if I may be so bold. Return home for your sister's sake as much as your own.
What's that supposed to mean?
I found myself taken by a premonition upon hearing news of this primal lens. And now, having looked upon it with my own eyes, I am fearful of it all the more. A new age of conflict may be upon us, Noah. The Empire and the League of Nations at war.
At war? Kinda out of nowhere, don't you think? We're here working together now, aren't we?
We are, but at the machinations of one Dukes Aldrich, a man utterly entranced by these rune lenses. He wishes to acquire them, and has shown himself willing to mobilize his military to do so. That he is capable of convincing other nations to do the same is ominous. He is a formidable man, and with the Reguls he has the means to use the lenses as tools of war. Even the primal lens, should he so desire. And few are those who can control their desire in the face of power such as that.
And if you're right, and this war comes to pass, what then?
I will do what must be done, as a Kessling must. The misgivings of one man are not reason enough to besmirch the good name of a noble house.
Is that so? Well, if the time comes, I guess I'll...
What was that?
Over there! I see light!
Some of the rubble fell away. But why?
No idea. And I don't really care so long as it leads to a way out.
I should probably be really careful about fights, huh?
To arms!
Oh, no, it's just these things.
Yeah, got him! That's what you get.
Noah?
I hear it. We've got company.
You know, as you do in the dark.
Let's do this.
So as far as the uploads are concerned, it's probably just
Nothing to
going to
worry
be
about.
Eiyuden Chronicle for a bit until I figure out what I want to do. Much less how
This was
to
a
do
valuable
it.
experience.
We're on our own until help finds us. We must take caution.
Oh, okay. So I saw this down here earlier. No. Alright. We are nearing 2 hours and video rendering really does not like videos that are 2 hours, so I'm going to have to stop here. The fights probably added a little bit extra, but there were things that needed to be said, and they were, including those, were the only way I could get that information across, because there's a lot of talking here, so I had to do what I could. So again, the upload schedule is going to be, as long as it works, Monday through Friday, and that, I guess we can say, will start next week. As for now, there won't be alternating uploads. We'll just be playing Eiyuden Chronicle until I figure something else out, or until things start looking better, and then we can, pick up something shiny and new. Definitely not AAA though, because we don't do that around here. Around here, we just play, let's say, just the indies. Though that's not entirely true. I mean, I can't think of anything aside from Elden Ring, but I couldn't actually record and play that for the channel, so... Though I do look forward to getting a new PC, one day, and then we can play that. But that's a thing. Let's move on. You guys have the upload schedule if you wish. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, but if you wish, you can leave a comment on whether you want us to play Thaumaturgy, Lies of P, or Neo 2 as the alternate game to Eiyuden Chronicle. Otherwise, I will just pick one out of a hat, let's say. Or it might not even be any of those three, though I really do want to lay my hands on Thaumaturgy. You will also notice that there will not be a outro or any outro music. I don't know how long that's going to be the case. I have to literally find music, cut the music, add some sort of animation to give you something to look at. So that takes time that I've kind of don't have and don't really want to, honestly, don't really want to put in. But that will be coming. The hard drive that had all of my stuff died, so I have to peel that information off of its cold dead corpse and put it on another drive, and that takes time. So right now, just give me time. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.